and it's a report produced by the Migration Matters Trust. It also says that if net migration was stopped tomorrow, the UK's net public sector debt would rise from 74% of GDP to 187% within the next 50 years. That's higher than Greece's current national debt. And within 5 years from now, it says public sector debt would be 18 billion increased, an increase of 18 billion. It's the equivalent of 5p on the basic rate of income tax. So this would clearly suggest that there are benefits to migrant working. This is a cross-party pro-migration group, the Migration Matters Trust. I'd like your view on this on 0845 6060 973. While you dial, first on the line is Athol Hatwell, who's director of the Migration Matters Trust, who produced this study. Evening, Athol.
Good evening, Clive.
So these are quite striking figures. How did you get to arrive at these figures?
Well, it's quite simple. These are figures that are published by the Office for Budget Responsibility. And what the Office for Budget Responsibility is the government's independent economic advisors, if you like, and they look at what our future national growth is going to be and kind of project it forward. And in doing this, they look at different scenarios. So one of the things they've done is looked at if we've got migration sort of continuing roughly as it is at the moment, or if we ended net migration. And their findings, as you say, are very stark, which is that we undergo an absolute debt explosion and find ourselves in a position pretty similar to Greece, in fact a fair bit worse actually.
Now, if that's really true, people are going to be listening to this and thinking, but how can that be when we've got millions of people in the country who are unemployed? How can we be reliant on migrant input into the economy?
Well, what happens is we're about to encounter a really major demographic challenge in this country. As the sort of baby boom generation gets older, we're going to come to a point where we've got more people living longer, getting older, and a proportionally a smaller number of people of working age in the population. And to illustrate that, at the moment, roughly for every one person who is over 65, there are 3 of working age. By the middle years of this century, that goes to roughly 1 to 1. So one person over 65, for every one person over 65, there's one person of working age. And that means for the people of working age in this country, there's a greater share of the burden, if you like, that needs to be shouldered. And it's a problem. It's not just happening in the UK, it's come to all countries, whether it be China, whether it be the United States or the UK. And how we tackle that, how we grow the base of the numbers of people who are contributing to this country is one of the great challenges in the next 40, 50 years.
Well, and I can see looking ahead, decades ahead, how that might work in terms of the maths. But if you're saying actually if we stopped net migration now, tomorrow, we would start to be in trouble. I think people would find that hard to believe. I mean, if you're saying we've got a shortage of young people, we haven't at the moment because they're queuing up for work.
Well, it's not so much we've got a shortage of young people, but what happens is that migration helps contribute to the economy in really 3 ways. Firstly, when migrants come into this country, as long as they're sort of skilled and educated, they will tend to contribute more in tax revenues that they use in public services. For example, the University College London study about recent Eastern European migration found that Eastern European migrants contributed about 37% more than they used in services. So there's an effect there around paying down debt. Secondly,
jobs that the current existing population don't want to do. Do you think that in any way these figures support that or give any evidence for that?
I'm not sure it's about migrants coming and doing the jobs other people don't want to do. Having sort of having skilled labour come into the country helps grow the actual overall size of the economy and actually grows the number of jobs. It's not the case economically that there is a fixed number of jobs in the economy. If you bring in skilled entrepreneurial migrants, then actually they bring new demand, they bring international connections, they start new businesses, and actually that grows the net number of jobs. And that's a really important point, that it's not just a case of more people chasing the same set number of jobs. With the right side of migration, there are more people, but they're chasing even more jobs. They're chasing an increased number of jobs, and that's the economic growth point that I think is lost sometimes in the current debate of migration.
And obviously, you're talking from the point of view of a trust that can see the benefits of migration. Are you in favour of this sort of wider debate that's going on at the moment? Immigration seems to be the hot topic. All the parties want to be seen to be being quite tough on it.
We're certainly in favour of a wider debate, but unfortunately what we've not got is an honest debate. Each of the party leaders has popped up and made a contribution where they've fundamentally just looked at migration through a negative prism. Now, that's not only kind of giving a very skewed view, it's doing the country a disservice. We have really profound choices coming up in the next few years around how we deal with an ageing population, how we pay for our welfare state, and most of all, how we tackle the burden of debt. Migration, according to the government's own independent economic forecasters, has an enormous contribution to make in helping manage that demographic change. What we need from our leaders is, frankly, just leadership, so that people have all of the facts at their disposal and can make an informed judgment.
Ethel Hartwell, who's Director of Migration Matters Trust, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Craig.
0845 6060 973 is the number to call if you'd like to join this debate. So I'm asking whether you feel that we're missing something in the current immigration debate. Should that debate be going on? What points do you think are crucial to this? The suggestion in this report today is that migrant workers are ultimately good for the economy and we shouldn't leap to see them as a problem. 0845 6060 973 is the number, at LBC 97.3 715. And in the LBC 97.3 Travel Centre, here's Brooke Burfitt.
Thank you very much, Clive. In Mile End, after a water main burst on Good Friday on the A11 Mile End Road, there's been emergency repair work going on between Stepney Green Station and Mile End Tube Station, and that's causing queues on both approaches at the moment. The closure of the Blackfriars underpass in the city means traffic is diverting along Lower Thames Street towards Southwark Bridge, and that's moving very slowly with the extra traffic. Nearby in Southwark, all the traffic lights are out on Blackfriars Road at the junction for Southwark Street. Do please approach with care. On my cameras, I can see traffic isn't moving much better in Earls Court this evening. It's queuing from Kings Road all the way through the roadworks on the one way to the Earls Court Exhibition Centre. Further west in Southall, as the celebrations continue on Oxford Road, traffic is queuing both ways towards Southall Town Centre. And finally, with the trains, there's no direct service between Paddington and Reading all weekend, and both Heathrow Express and Heathrow Connect services are running half-hourly for the bank holiday. Keeping London moving, your next travel updates in half an hour.
This is LBC 97.3.
Come and experience Lebanese dining at Marouche Restaurants. Try some of our amazing dishes, kafta dipped in a delicious hummus, or a colourful meze, complemented by a robust Lebanese red. With live music and traditional belly dancing, enjoy an atmosphere to match the food's rich and distinctive flavours. Go to Marouche.com to find out more. Marouche Restaurants, the finest Lebanese food across London.
And you notice your forehead keeps getting bigger, so you comb your hair forward. Really, you know there's no hiding some signs of aging. But there are also some that only you can see, like the signs of age-related macular degeneration. Some types of AMD can destroy your sight in just 3 months. And if you're over 50, you're most at risk.
To find out how you can spot the signs of AMD and other eye diseases, call RNIB today on 0303 123 9999 or Google RNIB. Spot the signs.
Save your sight. Spot the signs.
At the Wise Recliner and Chair Centre in Bexley Heath, we think buying your next easy chair should be a really relaxing experience. So come in, take a seat, and let us find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a stylish Scandinavian leather recliner, a manual or powered recliner, or even a chair with a higher than average seat height, sit back and leave everything to us.
The Wise Recliner and Chair Centre. Find us on the Broadway, Bexley Heath, and online at wisefurnishing.co.uk. Join London's biggest conversation with Nick Ferrari at breakfast.
Let's meet the Boris Johnson's father, Stanley Johnson, joins me now.
I thought any minister was about the most disgusting piece of journalism I've listened to for a very long time.
Teenagers sold an app he designed to Yahoo in a deal believed to be worth millions of pounds. You're a multi-millionaire.
Do you want to hopefully go to university actually at some point?
Just buy an island in the Caribbean and have them come teach you. How hard is this, man?
Yeah.
Good morning, it's 9 o'clock. You're listening to Call Claim with me, Nick Claim, Lisa and Ealing.
On the fact that Ealing Council can suggest to make up for the difference in your housing benefit to take in a foster child.
I think it's not right for Ealing Council to take what was an exemption that we announced a couple of weeks ago and then use that to go around locally saying, why don't you turn yourself into a foster family?
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Weekday mornings from 7. LBC 97.3.
I'm Clive Ball, this is LBC 97.3. I'm with you till 10, and we're talking at the moment about a report that suggests migrant workers overall are a good thing for the country because they bring in more in taxes than they cost, and as the population gets older, we're going to need more workers, not fewer. 0845 6060 973 is the number to call. Let's get a Bal in Reading. Hello, Bal.
Hello there, Clive.
Hi, Bal. Evening.
Yes. Well, I was listening to the programme and, migrant workers are good for the economy, but the problem is a lot of people are just, they get the benefits, this is the problem. And, after a certain time, the person's been in this country, they can start having the benefits. Because what they do is they go on the dole. Basically, it's not really productive, is it? At the end of the day.
No. Obviously, nobody being on benefits is very productive for the economy.
That's the problem, see? Because basically what's happened is, like the example of the students, what happened is previous government allowed a lot of students to come in, and what people were doing, students were coming in between the ages of 20 to 50. 50-year-old come-on students are come-off, They were coming on as singles, yet they were couples. See, when they came here, they used to have a kid, and if they had a kid here, that means they can get British nationality, etc., etc., etc. And after a little while, they'll have a kid, they'll start their family. After a little while, they'll claim, oh, my mum and dad are very old, they can't look after themselves. Then they'll sort of come into the country because the person's already there.
Couldn't you say that, though, about anybody who's on any sort of set of benefits? From an economic point of view, it's not very helpful for the country. And I'm sure you know that all the figures, again, suggest that a migrant is less likely to be on benefits than the native population. So you're really arguing against people being on benefits at all, aren't you?
Yeah, no. But we don't want them to be on benefits.
Of course not.
Immigration is good, but what they should do is they should have a clause where they can't claim any sort of benefit for the first 15 years.
15 years? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
For the first 15 years, after they've input 15 years of hard work and some sort of contribution into the country, they cannot claim any, after that they can claim benefits, not before that.
Okay. But you wouldn't apply that to people who just go on benefits anyway, who are already in the country?
But the person who's worked here, contributed, they
What
should
about the people who haven't? What about the people who've just, done nothing and decided that, or for one reason or another, they can't get work, or they've decided they don't want to, and they've never contributed to the system?
But they shouldn't be allowed. They should be like Canada. You get benefits for the first 6 months. After
I get your point, pal. Thanks very much. Let's see what others have to say. Have your say. 0845 6060 973 is the number to call. George is in Barnet. Hello, George.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, I was just listening to your caller. He's got a point there, but I just think that I think it's just good to see. Yeah, basically what I want to say was, I was an international student, and when I finished, I had about 5 months rest, and what happened was they moved out because first the new government policy, international students can work basically. So two of them moved to their home country, two moved to States, and one is in China. And you believe it, like all of them are getting better income than I am. And just look at that scenario. What if all of them stay here, got a job, and contribute to the economy? Because basically what is happening is we are allowing old skilled workers to go because of migration, or also unskilled workers, but Eastern Europeans are coming here, and it doesn't just work out.
Yeah, I mean, not all unskilled, of course.